Fall is the season of hope for the monarch butterfly. From Mexico to Maryland, efforts are underway to save this now endangered species. And it starts with planting and harvesting milkweed. Scott Broom shows us how the monarch butterfly is finding a safe harbor in local gardens.
Oh, there goes one. Monarch butterflies. They are gorgeous, but this summer they were declared an endangered species by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature. The plant they depend on, here in North America, milkweed, has been all but eradicated by modern agriculture. And as a result, the monarch butterfly population and its spectacular, one-of-a-kind annual migration to a forest in Michoacan, Mexico, has been decimated in recent years.
You cannot have monarch butterflies if you don't have milkweed.
Which is where people like Mike Bailey in Germantown come in.
I call it my milkweed grow. I've planted and harvested milkweed so that I can feed these caterpillars.
Bailey has joined a movement to plant native milkweed in his garden.
So basically we have potted milkweed, swamp milkweed, and common milkweed.
Even the seeds fly and migrate.
Yeah, the wind carries them in the fall of the year.
Some of the few remaining monarchs found the milkweed in Germantown right away. They laid eggs, and by late September, the colorful caterpillars were munching away. And as seen in a time lapse Mike made on his phone, they then transformed themselves first into the colorful pod called a chrysalis, from which they will emerge as adult butterflies.
I got one going to chrysalis right here, and I was doing time lapse.
But it does not end there.
So far, I've tagged 30 monarch butterflies.
Mike is tagging the butterflies so scientists in Mexico can determine where they came from.
I believe a database of how these butterflies migrate will give scientists a better understanding of where we need to create more habitat. These butterflies are an important part of our ecosystem.
A lot of people think of endangered species as maybe something far away, like a polar bear. This is something right in our own backyards.
Yes, and they are visitors, and hopefully we will be able to see many more of them in years to come.
Mike is not alone. There are lots of butterfly enthusiasts in the region.
If you don't have caterpillars, you can't have butterflies.
Here's Kathy Stevens at Brookside Gardens in Montgomery County, where milkweed is also being grown.
We're doing that, and we're trying to encourage everyone who can to do that in their home garden.
So now, with any luck, the remaining monarchs born here in Maryland and the rest of eastern North America will be arriving in Mexico in a few short weeks. And when the monarchs return here to Maryland next season from Mexico, Mike and Kathy and thousands of others who've added milkweed to their gardens are hoping even more people will have joined their ranks, restoring milkweed for the monarchs and helping bring the monarch butterflies back from the brink.
I'm encouraging the process and trying to...
For ECO9, Scott Broom, WUSA 9.